There is a famous saying that goes, "In the time of crisis, the wise build bridges while the foolish build barriers." Both my parents, as well as my 4 grandparents, were incarcerated during World War II. My heart aches for my grandparents who struggled as poor immigrants who didn't speak English and then, on top of all this, were incarcerated.
How is it that we have come to see these people as a problem? What are they bringing to us? What are these navigators bringing to us, the doers? They're bringing to us everything we need: courage, resilience, knowledge, wisdom.
You know, a lot of immigrants come to America because they want a chance at a better life, and that was certainly the case for my mother. But at the same time, throughout the country, immigrants are under attack. I think it is really important for those of us who appreciate the contributions that have been made by immigrants to our country, as well as, of course, in Hawaii, for us to raise our voices and to lend support for all the immigrants who come here, who want to just be given a chance for a better life.
I think this project is important for a number of reasons. One is the policies of President Trump make this exhibit really, really critical and timely in terms of immigration to our country. Instead of building walls and barriers, building bridges to welcome.
The importance of immigrants to Hawaii, of course, cannot be underestimated, as these stories show us.
Here are people who are fleeing from their homes because they're no longer safe. They may be children who no longer have parents, or parents who no longer have children. We don't know their plight, we don't know their condition, but they're fleeing, navigating through hell, seeking peace.
After we made the connection, we asked for these immigrants and refugees to share their story, each story being so different and varying from different parts of the world. But we found that after them sharing their story or writing down their story and having that almost cathartic experience of writing everything down, it really empowered them, and they realized that, some people I spoke to, they said that they realized things about themselves that they didn't really know before. Or through their research, they found things out about their family that they didn't know before. And I think that's a really empowering experience.
Transcendience combine 2 words, transcend and transient. One marked by uncertainty and vulnerability, yet also hope and transcendence.
Transcendient's Immigrant Stories of Place Honolulu is really this larger-than-life exhibition. We're building the structure that the artwork is going to be housed in. Some people forget that their ancestors were too immigrants just because it was 4 or 5 generations ago. Your family, your ancestors, your roots still endured immeasurable hardships. And everybody's story is very, very different, but connecting to those roots and realizing that you are a part of this American story, a nation that is built of immigrants, is really important, especially in times like now.
There's many approaches to take for art, but my goal was to be on the educational kind of end, especially the school-age children. And I hope that they learn something from it, and I hope that they go back to their family and question what ancestry they have and what they could learn from that.
So the goal of the project is not just to connect to the immigrant groups and communities here in Hawaii, but we really hope to bring this project nationwide, to really connect to the various immigrant groups throughout the nation and really provide a platform for these immigrant stories and these various groups to have their voices heard and to tell their stories and to feel empowered by telling their stories and not be afraid to share their past or where they come from.
We give voice to the individual. The idea that one story will inspire other stories that are waiting to be told.
We have named these people wrong. They are not refugees and migrants. They are navigators and peace seekers.
Transcendience is a testimony to our history of immigration, how we must be a nation that encourages immigrants to transcend all adversities and be given the opportunity to make a life of respect and dignity.
We know that the Trump agenda is driven at its core by racist, anti-immigrant politics. So for us to come together and share these poignant and powerful stories of people who were also once called immigrants who were destroying the country is a really, really important testimony to the political work that we continue to need to do.
And we stand on this special land from people who came here way before Cook showed up, who taught us how to accept and welcome.
I hope the exhibition allows us as a committee to celebrate and poetically hold space for the many immigrants that make up who we are as a state and a nation. We hope to give them the platform to elevate their voices, to express their hardships, hopes, and dreams. Join our mission to bring a new incarnation of transcendience nationwide.